Rodrigo Duterte is the first former head of state in Asia to be arrested by the International Criminal Court. He is accused of crimes against humanity for his alleged role in a brutal drug war in the Philippines. A wave of extrajudicial killings during his stints in office, first as mayor of Davao City and later as president of the Philippines, resulted in the deaths of thousands of people. Many were some of the country's poorest communities. ICC prosecutors allege that Duterte is criminally liable for those murders. So, what are the charges based on?
In Davao, I used to do it personally. Tagla naghanap ako ng inkwento para makapatay.
There's a 3 million drug addict. There are. I'd be happy to slaughter them.
Ilan? 3,000? I will kill more.
But are these statements enough to convict the former president? Chuno Tarfusar is a former ICC judge who has presided over several cases at The Hague.
The interview you gave and you praise yourself for being so good and so brave, they fall back to you, you know. This is also evidence. I mean, this is evidence calling for the subjective element. The subjective element is your intention to kill.
Images and videos pulled from social media have been used in previous cases to convict suspects brought before the ICC. Take this video, for example. In 2012, militants with Ansar Din, an Islamist group affiliated with Al-Qaeda in Africa's Sahel region, destroyed religious sites in northern Mali. They targeted centuries-old Sufi mausoleums. The group seen in the video was under the command of Ahmad al-Faqi al-Mahdi.
In these videos and the pictures, one could see persons destroying with hammer and lots of other tools this historical site. And these people were under al-Mahdi.
The court ruled the videos were enough to convict and sentence al-Mahdi to 9 years in prison. The ICC prosecution, of course, doesn't rely solely on these videos. It's also based on administrative documents, media reports, and witness testimonies. And even witness testimony has not been enough to convict in some ICC cases. In 2019, Tarfusar presided over the trial of former Ivory Coast President Laurent Gbagbo and one of his ministers. They faced charges related to post-election violence that killed about 3,000 people.
We discussed the evidence, or the prosecutor presented, I say, about 80 witnesses and thousands of documents. We found, and I'm still standing to this finding. We found that the prosecutor did not present sufficient evidence to establish the responsibility of neither of the two defendants, and therefore we acquitted him.
In other cases, the prosecution can fail to find enough witnesses. That's what happened in the ICC trial of current Kenyan President William Ruto. Ruto was accused of murder, deportation or forcible transfer of population, torture, and persecution. The crimes allegedly happened in the troubling period following the 2007 Kenyan presidential election that resulted in thousands of deaths and tens of thousands of displacements.
I think we were at that time convinced that the evidence presented by the prosecutor in the pre-trial phase was sufficient to justify a trial. And therefore we said, go to trial.
But the case fell apart before the proceedings could begin.
But then these witnesses, I say, disappeared. They didn't appear in front of the court. They were not found anymore. And therefore, the evidence was not good enough, not even to open the trial, because we didn't find the witnesses.
Duterte could have avoided prosecution at The Hague if it had been possible for his trial to be held in a Philippine court. Under international law, ICC cases can only be pursued if national jurisdictions are deemed unwilling or genuinely unable to pursue justice. While president in 2018, Duterte ordered the Philippines out of the ICC after the court began raising questions about his war on drugs. The withdrawal took effect in 2019, and the Philippines has yet to rejoin the ICC under more recent leadership. If a case is brought against Duterte in the Philippines, the ICC trial against him could be deemed illegitimate.
This is for sure something which will be debated in advance to the case itself. If the case is admissible before the ICC, or if it should be tried before a Philippine court. This will be the first discussion we will have at the ICC.
The jurisdiction question is a line that Duterte's defense appears to be pursuing.
My client was denied all access to the legal recourse in the country of his citizenship, and this all in the nature of political scores settling.
The former president remains a popular, if controversial, figure in the Philippines. The Duterte clan is engaged in a bitter political struggle against current President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. The ICC proceedings may intensify the ongoing tug-of-war. Duterte supporters back home have condemned his arrest, accusing Marcos Jr. of being complicit. And despite being detained thousands of miles away, Duterte continues to command attention with defiant words delivered as he was taken into custody, resonating with many in his homeland.
This will be a long legal proceedings. But I say to you, I will continue